Hey guys, welcome to the Touchdown Table. I'm Ryan, that's Tyler, that's Jordan. And this is a very big video because we're going to be talking about Tua Tagovailoa. It is officially Tua Time in Miami. Not maybe when we expected it to be, but it is Tua Time, and this is really a big time for Dolphins football, really for the rest of the league, because this was a big prospect coming out of college, so I know we're all excited to see him play pretty soon, and we're going to talk about what we expect from him.
Yeah, coming into the 2019-2020 season, which is the season prior to the one that they're playing right now. The saying was tank for Tua, because Tua was just that good at Alabama that year before that 2019 season. He had 3,966 yards with 43 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. Then in 2019, when he had that injury as a junior, he had 2,840 yards with 33 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. So Tua showed it at college. He led Alabama to being very great teams in both 2018 and 2019 with him starting. Also got to mention in 2017 coming in the national championship. That was 2017, right?
It was like when they won the national championship. It was like very early 2018 to 2017 season.
Yeah, 2017 season. So I have to mention that as well. So Tua had quite the record with Alabama, a phenomenal college player, and now it's his time with the Dolphins. It should be exciting to see. Across the table, we love our rookies. We all did our research for the draft, and Tua is a guy that, I mean, even if you're not doing your research for the draft, he's a guy that that you've probably seen before because, obviously it's done now, but if you watch college football, you most likely have stumbled upon Tua at one point or another before he got injured. So a phenomenal football player, and I'm really excited to see him step on the field and start his first game.
As Jordan mentioned, from a lot of things he said, Tua Tagovailoa was a star at Alabama. It's exciting to see him come to the NFL, but you have to raise the question of why are they putting him in now? Because Ryan Fitzpatrick was playing well, and not just well, he was playing good in getting these Dolphins wins against.
He wasn't just playing well; he was playing good.
I consider good better than well.
Let's see what the English teachers have to say.
That's actually, we don't have any English teachers here, but maybe they would say differently. I don't know. But anyways, Ryan Fitzpatrick was playing good, and they decided to take him out. He was really graceful about it. He was accepting of it. He knew this was going to come eventually. I'm sure he didn't expect it after the way he's been playing. A lot of people didn't expect it. I saw the news earlier, and I was kind of shocked by it, but I was like, let's go. We get to see Tua. Which also then I started to think, well, why are they doing this? There has to be something going on behind the scenes where Tua looks really good, either on the practice field, something he does in the facility, his work ethic, we know that's good. There's got to be something that matched up where Brian Flores and his coaching staff said, I don't care, we need to put Tua in because this guy is playing well, even though Ryan Fitzpatrick is winning his games. He has to be that good. I believe they wouldn't have put him in unless that was the case. That makes me excited for Tua. And he played one drive already and didn't really make any mistakes. There wasn't much to make a mistake.
He didn't make any mistakes. In fact, 2 for 2. Obviously, 2 completions on 2 attempts. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
It has to be said, Tua Tagovailoa right now has a 100% completion rate in the NFL, and he's going to have that through next week too.
Or
on bye, exactly. So nothing's going to change with that. 9 yards, 2 for 2, 100% completion rating. I mean, come on.
Man.
Yeah, and I just want to kind of go back to the discussion about the timing of it. It does kind of generate, like you said, Tyler, a mixed reaction because, of course, you want to see Tua. We want to see these rookies play, especially when we watch them as much as we did in college and all the film we watched on them and the notes we took on their play. It's exciting, and it's really already been a very rookie-filled year. I feel like you can say that every year, but this year especially, at quarterback, at receiver, some defensive guys. So it's going to be interesting to see Tua jump into that mix here pretty soon. But then there is that excitement, but also, Ryan Fitzpatrick was playing well. He brought this team to 3-3, second in the division. That's where I predicted them to finish before the year, and I said they're going to finish second in that division to make the playoffs. They could very well do that right now. So it is kind of interesting, but Ryan Fitzpatrick has handled it really well, and, he's had a long, fairly successful, honestly. There were some down points, but he's had a long, successful career as a journeyman, so I think it's nice to see him, be happy for Tua to get his time. Definitely really respectable, so props to him for that. But the only thing I could think of is maybe they think Tua's at 100% now. Obviously, with that injury scare at the end of his last
I would
season in
think so.
college.
It's been a long time.
It's been
since
that
the
long.
injury.
They wanted to
He
not
said he was
just
100%. He said he was 100% coming into the draft. So
I
I'm
know.
assuming at this point he's 100%.
Well, he's got to be. I think they just wanted to be that sure, especially with they haven't always had the best offensive line. I know they invested in that with Austin Jackson, Robert Hunt, some other guys too, in the draft and free agency. But yeah, it's interesting. We knew this was going to happen, but it did catch I think all of us off guard a little bit. But when you think about it, this guy, when he's healthy, he can make plays, and we saw that in college. And there's a reason this guy was 5th overall in the draft. I had him as my 3rd ranked quarterback, but he is still a very good player.
And while we're talking about Ryan Fitzpatrick, just a Fitzpatrick appreciation stat line right here. I'll read through a few of his stats through this season. First game against New England was tough for the Dolphins, and it was tough for Ryan Fitzpatrick. 191 yards and 3 picks, no touchdowns. So a bad start for Fitz and his Fins, but after that, it really picked it up. Playing a good Buffalo team when Josh Allen's name was being thrown into the MVP conversation. We'll see what he does in the future. That will be something to watch to see if he can better his play. But 328 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 turnovers against a good Buffalo team. It was 31-28. They lost that game. So very good effort from the Dolphins in that game. Then, I lost it. Next game at Jacksonville. That was a Thursday night game, and you're probably watching that primetime game. They kind of just ripped them apart, 31-13. Not that many pass yards because they didn't need to. He had like 150 through the first half, and then just stopped passing it. But he had 2 touchdowns that game, so phenomenal game from Fitzpatrick. Then against the Seahawks, another very formidable opponent. They stayed in that game for a while. Towards the end, they lost it, 31-23. He had 315 yards in that game, no touchdowns and 2 picks. Still a lot of yards, though. Not a bad effort from the Dolphins against a good and undefeated Seahawks team. Well, I don't know when this video is coming out. When is it coming out?
Should be coming out on Monday.
Okay, so we don't know if they're undefeated yet. But we'll see. Because we're filming this in prior. And then against the 49ers, had a good game. The whole team had a good game. 350 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 0 turnovers again. And then against the Jets, they got ahead early, and they put in 2 as well. Not for very long. 191 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. So Fitzpatrick really got the job done. Put up a lot of yards and led this Dolphins team to a season that we're not expecting. They're only 3-3, and that doesn't look that flashy, but I think they're better than that 3-3 record. This is the team that a lot of people just threw into the gutters. Me and Ryan and even Tyler, we thought they had a shot for playoffs, and it looks like they will.
Yeah.
If Tua plays like the player we saw him, watch out for this team because that defense looked really good. Granted, it was a Jets team that we saw him play against last. You haven't seen him, but when we're making this in video, that's where we saw it against the Jets team, and their offense looks even better. Well, actually, never mind because they're on bye. So I'm excited for this Dolphins team. I hope Tua is going to keep it going, and it's time for Tua Takeover in Miami.
Yeah, it really is. You mentioned the bye week. That's definitely why. I mean,
Definitely
you
was
guys,
a factor.
Yeah, I mean that's got to be give him extra time to get in there. I think like you mentioned
You
that.
gotta give him more time.
Yeah, you got to give him time to get ready. I mean, he's been sitting behind Ryan Fitzpatrick waiting for this moment. We saw the pictures and some videos of Tua taking in his first snaps after the game.
That was pretty cool.
FaceTiming his parents, I believe. I mean, he seems so happy on his Instagram. He was posting all people congratulating him. He seems to be a very humble person. Just in general, a great person to be
I think
around.
that injury really humbled him.
Yeah, it definitely did. He was humble before that even. But
Absolutely.
going along with his personality, he had a great play on the field. Personally, I think this will be the last we see of Ryan Fitzpatrick this year on the Dolphins because I think Tua is going to play good enough.
Yeah.
But I mean, once again, you have to think like, is it too early for this rookie? I don't think so, because I think he'll be fine. But they could have been well off playing Fitzpatrick anyways, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's gone well with Fitzpatrick, and he's kept that team afloat, and they're in a position where we're more than within striking distance. They're in second place. They're in that playoff hunt. They got 10 more games. So I want to pose a question right now. Yes or no? Do the Dolphins make the playoffs? What do you think? We'll start with you.
I think if Tua plays like we saw him play before he got hurt, I think yes, they do make the playoffs. They can get a wild card.
So you think they do?
Yes,
okay.
I think if they can get around a 9-7 record, they make the playoffs.
Yeah, especially with this new format, I think 9-7 is it's pretty safe.
I think it's either they're going to have to beat out the Patriots. So if they want to make the playoffs, they're going to have to beat the Patriots.
But your final answer is yes, they are.
I don't want to definitively say that, but I will say I feel a lot more confident.
It kind of depends on how they handle it.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I do feel comfortable. I will say I think the Miami Dolphins will make the playoffs. Jordan?
Well, there was a video where me and Ryan both picked the Dolphins to beat the 49ers, and it was an upset. We were both together on that. We both got it right. I'm with Ryan again. I think the Dolphins will make the playoffs. I think Tua's going to play pretty good. I really like this team. I like them coming into the season. I thought there was a shot at the beginning for a guy, Marco Guas, if you're watching this.
Yeah.
Me and Ryan, for sure, saying definite in our opinions. Well, not definite, obviously, but
We do believe.
we do believe, that's the word I'm looking for, that the Dolphins will be in the playoffs. So we love your Dolphins, and I'm excited to see what they do in the future.
Yeah, even me being a more unsure person, I like the direction of this Dolphins team.
Yeah.
I think Tua is going to be a great quarterback. I had him number 2 in my quarterback rankings coming out of the draft. I think he's going to implement himself in that spot, even though Justin Herbert and Joe Burrow are both playing very well. I think he can get right back into that conversation with both of those guys in terms of his talent. They wouldn't be playing him unless they knew he could do this. They have confidence in him. I have confidence in him. And I'm ready for Tua Time to start, baby.
I think we all are.
Yeah. And one more thing that I wanted to say before this. Actually, I forgot what I was going to say. That's kind of awkward. I'll think about it for a second here. That's weird.
Well, he's thinking about it. I just got another thing to say about Tua.
Okay.
I feel like, yeah, he's kind of saving it in that.
Yeah.
But with Tua, once again, you have to look at everything that he has done in college. And think this guy has to be great. You mentioned it, the tank for Tua earlier on. Like, there's been so much hype around this guy. He's had a lot of pressure put on him in past situations. He has a lot of pressure put on him now. He's going in the NFL, taking over for a quarterback that was playing well. He has to play good, and he's someone that can really handle that pressure. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do against the Rams he's playing in his first game, right?
That's correct.
And it might be better that you said that, because what I'm saying is kind of a finishing statement. Then I'll let Tyler go through the absolute end of this. But if you're a Dolphins fan, and I think our most viewed video is a Dolphins video.
We've done a lot of good videos on
Thank you, Dolphins fans, for your support. If this video blows up, thank you. If this video doesn't blow up and you're a Dolphins fan, still thank you. So I want to hear it from you. Go into the comments. Tell us what you think about this move. Obviously, I think you like Tua. Do you think it's too early? What's your opinion on Fitzpatrick? You've seen more of the games than probably we have. So I trust your intel on it a lot. So go let us know in the comments what you think about this move. Personally, we're all excited to see Tua. We're also kind of feel bad for Fitzpatrick, but hey, he's humble about it. He's given the job over. He played well. He knew coming this season this job was not really his to keep. Tua was going to take over eventually. That time came sooner than he expected, but he's willing to do his job and help Tua, and I think that's pretty cool. So comments, tell us what you think.
Yeah, it's Tua time, and boy, are we ready, as I'm sure the whole world is.
TT?
Sure, like that commercial
yeah.
of AT&T.
Yeah,
Sure, it's Tua time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to like this video. Subscribe to our channel for more amazing football content. Let us know what video you want us to make next, and we'll probably make that video because we love listening to your suggestions. Like I said, like this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified every time we post a video. Make sure to check out our podcast, just called The Touchdown Tip. You can find it anywhere you look for your podcasts. And comment down below.
7 platforms.
Comment down below. Is it Tua early or is it Tua time? Tua early for him to step on the field, or is it Tua time?
Or is Tyler talking Tua long?
There we go. I love that ending. So do all that I just said, and with that, we will see you guys later.
See ya.